do you say we make some cranberry sauce? And we're going to make some special cranberry sauce because it's going to be cranberry apricot sauce, which just happens to be my favorite of all possible cranberry sauces. What we're going to do is start with a bag of cranberries, and we're going to pick through them to make sure we don't have any rocks or anything else in here, or any bad cranberries. And I shouldn't have dumped the whole bag in there. Let's do it this way. Okay. Let's get a handful of cranberries. Take a look at them. This one I don't want. There's two I don't want. They're soft, and that one's okay. It's a little soft, but it's not squishy soft. So there's a reason I'm doing this into a colander, and that's because before you put these in the pot to cook them, you do need to give them a rinse. You're also looking for stems when you're going through like this. Because once in a while you get one that's got stems, a piece of a stem still left on it. Then once we've done that, then we put them in our pot, put them on our little burner. Turn it on. Then what we're going to do is add 1 cup of granulated sugar, just 1 cup of granulated sugar, and 1 cup of water, which I just dumped all over the counter. Kind of wondering what the purpose of a pouring spout is if it doesn't work without running water all over everything. Then we just let this sit here until we start to see some action going on. This would be a little bit quicker on the stove. The stove puts out a little more power, but I wanted you to see what's going on here. And this is the magic. This is just plain old Smucker's apricot preserves. You can add all kinds of flavoring to cranberries. I like apricot, I like raspberry. Strawberry didn't do much for me, and I really don't like orange, but a lot of people put orange juice in cranberries, and they love them. So it's just me that doesn't love them, I think. I don't know what you use in your house for your counters, but in our house, we use a ton of these. Well, we're starting to get some noise from the pot here. It won't be long before we start seeing the berries breaking up. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the berries to pop, open up. Water's already changing color a little bit. Ocean Spray's directions say 3 cups. I have never measured a bag to see if it's 3 cups, but I always just use the bag and it works out perfectly well. Now the water's starting to boil. You can actually, I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but I can actually hear the berries popping. What we're going to do here is add just about a 1/4 cup of apricot preserves. And the problem with this is you can't really taste test it because it's at 212 degrees. Now you just boil it for a few minutes until the berries are pretty well broken up. Your liquid has gotten cranberry colored and it starts to thicken up a little bit. If you have your pot very full to begin with, you might have a problem with it boiling over, so you want to be sure to watch for that. Seriously, the hardest work with making cranberry sauce is being patient enough to wait for it to actually cook. It doesn't take long, but it's pretty boring. The directions say to bring it to a boil it for 10 minutes, and then it should be done. I'm going to see if I can get some idea of the taste at this point. All I really want is the liquid, but I got a berry. So now we have to let this cool for a couple of minutes. Just trying to determine if I put enough apricot in. I would say that's just right. I'd say that's just about done. We're just going to give it 1 more minute. And that's all there is to it. I'll come back after this cools. Okay, I've gotten some of the sauce cooled down enough to take a bite. Again, I love this stuff. Still a little bit on the lukewarm side, but it's very tasty. I can taste the apricot, about what it's supposed to be. It's going to go so well with Thanksgiving dinner. So that's a wrap on this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next video.